Let's go get some squats. All right, YouTube, what is up? We are back with another day, and the legs are feeling it from the Alec Blenis session we had yesterday. We posted the highlights on Instagram. I'm not sure when the actual video is going to be posted because Alec was the one that recorded it. He had guy come in. I mean, we look like professional influencers. We had somebody come in and record us the entire time. It was a dope session. We had some heavy cleans, some heavy snatches, some jumps, and in true Alec fashion, he brutalized us on the Supercat machine with some partner overloaded eccentric squats, and my legs are feeling a little bit today. We got a heavy day tomorrow, so today is our nice little light flush out today. We got 5 sets of 2 no foot snatches, 4 sets of 1 cleans. We got a heavier set of back squats, but it's 1 set of 2, so really light. We're just microdosing that back squat, and then we are going to head to HitTrax tonight. We were just sent the new pre-workout from Rivo Nutrition. We had a little care package sent in the mail today, and we were trying out their pre-workout today for the first time, and my brain is buzzing right now, so it's working. It tastes good. I got the sour candy flavor. I'm a big fan of this flavor so far. Hey, don't hit that, you little shitheads. Don't pop that ball. I will kill both of you if you pop that ball. That is my favorite one. I swear to God. Look at these two. Look at these two. They got our favorite volleyball out there, just trying to pop our favorite volleyball. Unbelievable. And pop this. I got a bunch of soccer balls you can pop. Oh, so to save your wrist, we're going to use my ball. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at these two. All right. But then we are going to, what was I saying? You guys messed up my influencer rants. I don't know what I was talking about. But I actually been loving the flavor. I feel like I got a great pre-workout buzz right now. So hopefully we can take this into the workout and crush it today. There's 200 milligrams of caffeine in it, which is my perfect blend. Once it starts getting over 200 in like the hardcore pre-workouts, I just get super bad anxiety from the caffeine. So my 100 to 200 range is usually my perfect sweet spot. But tomorrow will be the real test of the pre-workout when we lift some heavy weights and get after it a little bit. But we got about an hour to do this workout before we have softball, so let's get after it. Let's go. I think I'm gonna stick all 5 sets of 2 here with these high pulls that I've been working on the last couple days into that muscle snatch or a no foot snatch if it gets heavy enough for me not to do it. At 165, we'll see. I might be able to muscle snatch it, but we're just gonna high pull muscle snatch to work on that bar path a little bit today. Let's get it. Ooh. On here. You think you get a muscle up? Well, I'll give you $5 right now if you get a muscle up. Come on, $5 on the line. Go. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Sloppy. You get a little bit more momentum into those high pulls. Let's muscle on that just a little bit too much for my shoulders likens. All right, first real set here. So we're gonna hit that high pull, probably a no foot snatch based off how that last muscle snatch felt, and then a no foot snatch right away after that. So a 2 plus 2 here. Let's get it. Keep that bar path vertical. We got 5 sets of this lighter weight, drilling this in. Let's go. A little sloppy. All right, I think I'm gonna up the ante here on that second one. I'm gonna make it a touch and go snatch just to continue to work that pull from the ground. I already got that hang snatch pretty decent, so I don't really need to build that up anymore. So it'll be pull, snatch, touch and go, snatch. Build up what I suck at on these days when we're working technique. Let's go. Oh yeah, there we go. Even more vertical. Don't lose it when you go touch and go. We just had Beefcake Sensei on the podcast today. I don't think it'll be out by the time this video is posted. I think it'll be posted the Monday after, because we had Cam Dietz yesterday on the podcast. Dude, that dude was a fucking genius. I need to talk more about his podcast. Can't recommend listening to both of them enough. But the Beefcake Sensei today was talking about the joy in training and enjoying movement. It's a lot of the same principles that I preach, but the psychology behind when you enjoy something, when you're having fun with something, how much faster you learn it. And the dude's an absolute savage when it comes to the Oli lifts. He's coming here in December and we're gonna lift together and get a YouTube video together. But his approach towards ollies is something that I think a lot of people in the powerlifting world and the Olympic lifting world can take a lot from a lot more often, especially if you're not competing for like one big meet and you're not peaking for anything, which most people are not, which is, he made that good point. He's like, even if they are powerlifters, even if they are Olympic lifters, like it's the thing they do, but they don't really compete in it. And he brought up the point of like, why are we so serious in the training and so stuck in our ways in the training instead of just enjoying our training a little bit more? And when you enjoy the training, how much faster you learn the art of, you learn the skill of whatever it is you're trying to do. And in his world, it's the Olympic lifts. It was just really cool to talk about like why he implements some of the variations he implements and why setting PRs in a multitude of different ways is so important. And I just thought it was an awesome philosophy when it comes to the Olympic lifts, when it comes to powerlifting, because you hear it a lot in the athletic training world now, which is the space that I reside in when I'm working with my athletes. But I really do think it applies to a lot of these strength sports as well. And if not, even more important in these strength sports, because they are sports with such a high burnout rate, because it is the same thing over and over and over again. And I relate the Olympic lifts a lot to like the baseball swing, where so many baseball nerds are burning all of their athletes out by having them perfect one certain swing and repeating that swing over and over and over again, rather than just creating an adaptable hitter and somebody, honestly, that enjoys hitting. And obviously the Olympic lifting world has a few less variables than the baseball world. And there are things that need to go right in the Olympic lifts. But just because there's things that need to go right does not mean you need to copy somebody's technique word for word, or copy somebody's program word for word, or copy how somebody lifts word for word and like run your face into that wall. When I think you can just be a little bit more relaxed with those and auto-regulate a little bit better with your training. And on days when you're feeling it, send it. On days when you're not, adjust and work on something that you suck at, and keep training fun the entire time, where we're working on different variations of the clean, different variations of the snatch, and just having a better relationship, the thing that you want to get good at. The whole point of training, when you get past just like the basic, just getting results, which everybody is in the quest for, is to enjoy it and have fun. And I think a lot of people waste a lot of training time peaking for this imaginary moment in which everything's gonna come together. And I'm telling you right now, when that moment comes, when you do hit that big PR, or number that you're chasing, for me it's 405 on a clean, it's not gonna be some magic moment where you're satisfied with everything, or you're unbelievably happy for anything longer than the hour after that training session. It's not like your life comes complete. You summit that mountain and you get the view of, oh man, I should have just been looking at the pretty things along the way when I was taking that journey. And peaking the mountain is just a part of that process, rather than enjoying the process as you're climbing the mountain. And I think it'll allow you to not only get up the mountain faster, honestly, but enjoy the process while you're doing so. And I think more people in these powerlifting and Olympic lifting sports need to approach their training in that way, so that we don't have these insane burnout rates that these sports have, right? So let's get this third set here, let's go. Ooh. Ooh. One of the other cool things he said on the podcast, he was speaking a lot in metaphors. He said he liked thinking in metaphors, and this was one of the best metaphors that I've heard in a long time. He's a mental health coach or clinician as well, and works with a lot of like troubled youth and people that are getting in trouble, or people that are in a bad spot in life. And one of the things he was talking about is our society of comfort and pushing off things that are right but hurt us in the moment or cost us in the moment for this future. And it's like he mentioned how we all kind of know deep down that we're going to eventually have to pay for it. And the simple analogy that he used is like, if you just eat the best tasting food at all moments, you know you're probably going to have diabetes in the future and be overweight and not feel good, right? Like, you're delaying the cost for the present day benefit. But the metaphor he used was imagining that there's a mountain off in the distance that you know you're going to have to traverse. And how in our society currently, it's like everybody knows you have to go over that mountain, and to the left is a steep 1 foot incline with a little bit of resistance that gradually climbs this mountain with every step. And the other one is this flat, easy path that you can walk the entire time until you get to the mountain, and then you have to climb this mountain straight vertically. And one of the things that he's noticing with a lot of the youth and people that he works with that are struggling in life is that instead of taking the daily hard path in quotations, even though it is easier long term that you don't have to climb that mountain straight up, you can just do it gradually. Most people take that easy path of comfort, walking on that flat path until you get to the mountain. But either way, you're gonna have to climb the mountain. Like, you don't have a choice. You're just pushing it off to an imaginary future that you're gonna eventually have to pay for. And how it's so much easier if you just take the daily path of resistance, you gradually climb that mountain. And I just thought it was a really, really cool metaphor that put in perspective why showing up every day for yourself is important. It's not even in the mental toughness thing of like just putting yourself through hard things for the sake of doing hard things. It's that you're gonna have to do hard things regardless. you might as well take care of them in the day-to-day and as you're going, rather than just dealing with them all in one big moment, which is where you have people with the quarter-life crisis or the midlife crises, where they find out they're 40 pounds overweight, they hate their job, they're in a bad relationship, they don't have purpose, they don't have meaning, right? Like, do it gradually, day by day, not for the sake of doing hard things, just for the sake of just like making your life harder, but in the sense of, you know, you're gonna have to pay for it eventually, you know you're gonna have to climb that mountain eventually, you don't have a choice. So the smarter way is actually to do it in the day-by-day process, rather than take the easy path, take the flat path until you have to climb that mountain and life makes you take it, right? So I thought that was a cool metaphor. Let's get this fourth set here. Stop yapping. I was wondering why my belt was feeling goofy on all of those reps, and it's because I didn't go with the hack of turning the belt around. I had it the right way facing forward, and I kept hitting the buckle. So all the people hating on it, I'm telling you, try switching that belt around when you do ollies. It's gonna help that pull. It was feeling weird. I was like, what am I doing? Like, why do I keep hitting that belt? It keeps getting caught on it. So I pulled the shirt up, looked down, I was like, oh, it's the wrong way, even though it was the right way. It's not cool. Let's get this last set here. Oh, much better. Oh. Ooh. Woo. Let's get some cleans. Now we got 4 sets of 260 hang cleans, high hang cleans here, so staying right above the knees. That pre-workout's really starting to kick in, and honestly, I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it an 8.5. I'm gonna give it like a 9.5 for the feels and the energy that I'm getting from it right now. I don't wanna give it a 10 just yet, because I think one of the things that you need to mark your pre-workouts off is when you use them for a long period of time. I think a lot of times once you start using the same supplements over and over again, especially when it comes to something like a stimulant, you really get a better read on it, like how it's burning out the system when it's over and over again. I think there's a lot of hardcore pre-workouts that make you feel really, really good in one day, and you use it for a week or 2 weeks and you're like, dude, I feel like shit during my workouts because of that pre-workout. I've definitely used pre-workouts like that before. The nice thing about this one is like there's not a ton of stimulants in it other than the caffeine, so I'm not getting that crash-like feel, which I'm a big fan of. It feels more like an energy drink that's giving me a nice little pump. So I'm a big fan of that, but don't want to give it a 10 yet until I like use it for a week or 2 weeks straight. The reason I'm going to give it 8.5 totals because the flavor I think is going to scare some people off. It's just a little different. I like it. It's a little bit more natural, like green tea tasting. I know a lot of people when they have their pre-workouts, they like the like super tacky in your mouth, like a Ghost Sour Patch Kid type feel where it's like puckers the mouth, and I kind of hate that taste. So for the taste, for me, it's a 9 out of 10. I think a lot of people won't like the like natural taste. If you like the natural taste of something that's not as puckery in the mouth, you're really gonna like this. And Rival has all of their supplements 50% off until the end of November. I think you can get creatine from them for like $8 right now. 30 servings of creatine for like $8. It's insane. So if you're looking for a good pre, you're looking for some creatine, you're looking for some protein at a good cost that tastes good, click the link in the bio here. Support the cause, support people that support the channel, and let's get after this. Let's go. Oof. Oof. Let's go get some squats. All right, we're building up to a crispy set of 2 at 395. Let's ball. Oh, legs are feeling those squats yesterday. All right, top set here at 395. Then we are gonna be out scale, do a little mini rant before we leave. Let's get after this weight. Let's go. Feeling good. Let's go. All right, that was a pretty solid train day. It was a little bit rushed. We finished everything in like 53 minutes. We have the baseball guys in here, which kind of messes up with my head when I'm going on these rants. I got to get better at ranting through the distractions. But the bar was moving good today. Good little primer for tomorrow's heavy session. And I think we're going to hit some nukes tonight at HitTrax. I got asked the question for first-year coaches, how do you be available for every client and not go insane? And I wanted to answer this today if we're going on like the mindset talk that we were talking about before with the Beefcake Sensei and the mountaintop. If you are a first year anything, first year business coach, first year collegiate athlete, first year trainer, there is no way for you to not go insane, because it's the only way to make it. It's the only way to set yourself apart. It's the only way to make up some of the ground that other people have on you, which they do, which a lot of first year people don't want to admit, but people are farther along than you are at the skill of business, of athletics, of ability, and whatever thing you are a first year person at. They have more connections, they have more testimonies. Like, you are fighting an uphill battle, and the only way to fight an uphill battle is to be fucking insane. And you have to be insane until you can afford not to be insane, until you have enough clients to say no to clients, set your hours, to take a little bit of a break. But that's probably a 5-year journey until you get to that point. And it's why it's so important to pick a thing to pursue that you're super passionate about, because there's no other way to do it. And if you're not clinically insane about the thing that you want to be really, really good at, whether it's being a trainer, whether it's being a coach, whether it's being a business owner, or being an athlete, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make up that ground. And you're going to give a half-ass effort, get a half-ass result, and just waste everybody's time while you do so. I slept on my gym floor for 3 years. And before I was sleeping on my gym floor, I was sleeping in my college office. And the only reason I left my college office is because a janitor caught me in there one night and said he was going to tell the athletic director that I was sleeping at my place of work, and basically I was going to get fired, so I had to go sleep at my gym. And for me at that time, it was the only way for me to make it, not just money-wise, which it was because I was getting paid $8,000 a year to work at St. Thomas 60 hours a week, but it's the only way that I could actually live and breathe, build the thing that I needed to build. I needed to give it my all. And I think so many people just misunderstand what your all actually is and what it actually takes to make it. And to do so, it is an actual high level of insanity. It's an insane level of self-belief you need to have in yourself, because everybody and everything is going to tell you you're not going to be able to make it. You're not going to be able to afford it. You're not going to be able to take that next step. And for 90% of people, they are right, because 90% of people are not insane enough to make it. So it's not a process of how do you not be available and how do you not go insane, but it's a process of how do you survive that insanity and how do you do it in something that is worth being that insane for, so that you can make it, because there's no other way around it. You're going to have to make a lot of sacrifices, and you're going to have to invest a ton on the front end to reap the back end rewards. You're going to have to walk that steep ass angled incline to summit the mountain you want to summit. And if you don't do that, you're going to walk the flat path and then reach the mountaintop anyways, and you're not going to have the tools to be able to summit it when you get to that point, because you haven't prepared for it, right? So you're going to have to go insane. It's going to be worth it, and you have it. You got this. You just have to invest, and you just have to have faith in that investment that it's going to pay off, because you have faith in yourself and you have faith in the thing that you're building, right? So I appreciate you guys watching. We will be back with day 102 of the quest to clean 405 tomorrow. Keep chopping wood.